Finally. For real this time, FR for real this time for real, FR for real this time for real. What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm LotusAsakura, the one that never knows best, bringing some more DNF duel rank matches, and this is not the first, not the second, honestly not the third time either, but the fourth time I have actually tried to record a video for you guys, but I had been encountering issue after issue after issue, and you know, I thought all my technical problems would be resolved when I moved into this house, and honestly most of them have. However, part of the reason why you guys have not gotten, oh god, hold on, I'm kind of getting bodied by a ghost blade real quick. Maybe a little less talking, a little bit more focusy. Wow, what a mash. What a mash. Man's name is Ham Salad, by the way. I don't know what a ham salad is, but it sounds awful. Hold that. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I dropped it. Anyway, so I want to apologize to you guys for not bringing you an upload. Pretty much, oh god. Pretty much the am I dead? I'm dead. Because I'm dropping my combos. I should have just kept silent, finished the combos. Because as soon as you notice, both times, as soon as I started talking, I dropped the combo. I should have just kept my goddamn mouth shut with this Ghostblade player walk all over us. Okay. Anyway, I wanted to apologize to you guys for not bringing you any videos for the last several days. It's not for lack of trying. I've actually done multiple recordings, and you'll notice right now that we are currently Silver 3 in this game. When we last left off, we were Bronze 4. I've played a decent amount of ranked, and it was all on camera. But the reason why I hadn't been uploading these videos is because even though I'd been recording them, hold on. Wow, crazy! I actually finished my combos when I shut up. Hold that throw for me. Wow, the immediate mash. Hold that, and we take the second round. Is because I was experiencing a lot of lag and choppiness in my recordings lately, and it made the videos pretty much unusable. If you saw my last EVO video, then you would probably know what I mean. In that video, I was talking about, you know, the importance of playing a character, even if they are top tier, and people, you know, might give you shit for it. I think there are too many people who like, you know, don't play a character that they enjoy just because they're considered strong, which I understand because been there, done that, but it's a mindset I think a lot of us need to outgrow. You know what I mean? And hold on. Oh, I'm dead. That was a stupid DP. He has a sweet. He dropped it. No! I don't know how we clutched that, but we clutched that. Oh boy, are we lucky. Oh boy, are we lucky. Anyway, yeah, in that video, if you watched it, you'll notice, and I mean, a lot of you guys pointed out in the comments, so I'm sure you all did notice, but I was experiencing a lot of lag and choppiness in the video, and I didn't really understand why that was. And long story short, I found out that in my OBS, I was getting an encoding overload, which makes no sense because I have a very powerful computer. It's not like I was streaming. I wasn't running a bunch of other applications, and my settings are the same as they've always been. And I mean, if you're interested at all in my specs, maybe I'll leave them in the description down below. But basically, I have a 2087 or a 2080 super graphics card, like 64 gigs of RAM, like a fucking Ryzen 9 CPU. Like my PC is pretty buff, so like I know my computer is powerful enough. And you know, I watched all these videos and read all these articles about, you know, oh, maybe you gotta, you know, lower your output resolution and shit like that. I'm like, no. I've been recording in 1080p 60 frames, and that's what I stream as well. And I've never had any issues until now. It doesn't make sense that would suddenly be the problem. Oh, that's just straight up punches me for that. Okay. Well, let me focus while I try to bring this match back. Yeah. Take that round. But yeah, so that was what the cause was for the choppiness in my recordings. I didn't notice it because obviously, you know, sometimes I look over to my left, my other monitor, and then, you know, I'll keep OBS and I can see my preview, but I didn't notice the little, because the text is honestly really small, but there's a little warning at the bottom of the screen, you know, in the corner that says, hey, you're getting an encoding overload. But you know, when I'm actually in the middle of recording, I don't notice that. And honestly, I don't always notice it when I'm editing too, because it depends on how in depth I'm going with some of the editing that I'm doing, whether or not I'm going in there frame by frame or like skimming or like going to certain parts. And so in that video, I didn't really notice it. But obviously in my next couple of videos, since it had been an issue, am I dead off that? Since it had been an issue recently, I was paying more close attention. I was racking my brain and you know, watching video after video and tweaking so many different things and trying to figure out what the issue was and how to resolve it, and I couldn't. And now, so now I'm sure you're wondering, well, how did you fix it? What did you do now that finally got the job done? And as much as I hate to admit it and hate to, have to do it, I had to use an alternative program of which I will not name. Not because I'm trying to like gatekeep or something like that, but because it's not a company or a brand or a program that I want to promote at all. But it was the only solution I had for the moment. Also, he's had a super high success rate with that move. That move has been destroying me in this set. That move has been destroying me in this set. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. That move has been destroying me in this set, bro. Wait. No! No! I thought that was going to be a punish. I should have just taken the throw. I thought that would be fast enough and it wasn't. I'm such a fucking idiot. I'm so mad at myself. I'm so mad at myself for that. And he promotes off that? Wait, what? He just lost the last match. So how does he... I don't like the rank system in this game. I mentioned that in my last video. Well, in the multiple field recordings that I did of this. But I'm very much not a fan of how the rank system works in this game. Because I think it's too lenient and you rank up way too easy. And I mentioned it, he's gold 1 now. That's so lame. I think the fact that people were able to get to the highest rank in the game on day 1 is really stupid and really whack, because it should feel like more of a grind. It should be more rewarding. And I already say that in most fighting games, rank means very little and it's never a good actual. That move is full screen. I actually can't set up my tornadoes from full screen if he's got bar. I feel like rank is always such a poor indicator of skill in fighting games, partially because in so many games, it's just a matter of if you play enough, then you can rank up. And I don't like that, because as long as fighting games make it easy to rank up, you'll never be able to use it as a real indicator of skill, because if you just play enough matches, even if you're trash, you can make it to the highest rank. And even being good at the game, making it to the highest rank day 1, to me is just it shows a flaw in the system of it just being too quick and too easy. I don't like the fact that there's a win streak bonus either, but I guess it kind of makes sense, because if you're streaking your way through the low ranks, they don't want you just wailing on lower level players for too long. But I don't know, it's just all really dumb to me. I don't know what it is that fighting game developers are trying to do by making ranking up easy in games. They did the same thing in DBFZ, and well, I mean, I'm sure you guys have noticed that rank means literal jack shit in DBFZ, because there are plenty of garbage ass Zeno rank players and pink square players. We got destroyed. Way too much talking, not enough playing. I'm not good at talking and playing at the same time in this game, which is one of the big things I was talking a lot about in some of those field recordings, is how I have to be a lot more quiet when I play this game, because obviously I'm way less experienced and way less skilled, and when I talk a lot, I just completely stop paying attention and just get destroyed like we did. Even though we beat that guy in the first match, we got walked all over in that third game, which absolutely should not have happened, but it is what it is. That being said, there were so many things I mentioned in those field recordings that I don't even know where to start, and I'm not going to be able to remember everything or repeat everything. There's going to be some stuff that I missed. There's going to be some stuff that I don't mention because I don't know if it was in a video that made it or not recently, and my brain's all over the place. But to get back to the point that I was trying to make, in DBFZ, y'all have seen me fight some truly awful high rank players. The square color, the rank, it doesn't mean shit, and it never will as long as you keep making it easy to rank up. And maybe it's because they want to reward players and make them feel good. Like I don't know, but I don't like it. I don't know if like they need to have more ranks in the game. I don't know if there needs to be a reset, or frankly, they need to just make it more difficult to rank up like they did before. I don't know why at some point DBFZ had that patch where they made it to where you were gaining more points and losing less or something like that, and they just made it easier to rank up. And I thought that was really dumb, because I remember a point where if you were God of Destruction, it was really hard to stay at God of Destruction, and like getting past like 2 million points was actually pretty difficult, and that was dope. I liked the grind, and it felt like it meant a little more. There's a little bit more meaning behind it, and it still didn't necessarily mean that you were godlike at the game, but it definitely meant more then than it does now. I mean, you remember when the game first came out, if you were a living legend, like you were probably actually legitimately one of the best players in the world, or a cheater, you know, boosting or a rage quitter or something like that, right? And it's just, I don't know, they want to reward people for just playing the game a lot, which I guess makes sense, because you want people to feel like their time isn't being wasted and they're not playing in vain, and that, you know, they're actually improving or something. But you shouldn't be rewarded or feel that way if you actually are not improving or any good. Like, just because you have 5,000 matches played doesn't mean that you should be able to get the highest rank, in my opinion. Because you look at a game like Tekken, even though Tekken has kind of made it easier, in my opinion, there's still plenty of people who I see that will have like literal thousands of matches played and be the same rank I am with like a few hundred matches played. And obviously, players who are even better than me will have the same matches that I'm played and be even higher ranked than I. Also, by the way, you'll see that I'm still playing my Jin mod for Swiftmaster, but we're also up against a Dragon Knight player, which I haven't run too many of, but this is a sick-ass mod that I saw recently that makes her look like Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! Which, speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh!, I messed up. The creator recently passed away very tragically and unfortunately, so RIP to the king of many people's childhoods. I don't want to be too much of a downer in this video, but I did want to pay my respects quickly since we are taking a look at the Seto Kaiba mod for Dragon Knight. But this player is also Silver 4, and I was streaking my way. I think if you were paying attention at the start, you probably noticed that I was on like a 7, 8, 9 game win streak, somewhere around there, to kick this video off. Then we lost to that Ghostblade player who we really shouldn't have lost to, but it's fine. Also, we're getting DP'd a lot. Hold this throw for me. DP again. That was an accident. DP for me? Oh, okay. But yeah, I was saying that we're probably gonna make our way very quickly through these ranks because the competition is pretty low. Shit. Most of the most of the players that I was seeing at the bronze and silver ranks were players who had well over 100 wins and in a lot of cases 2, 3, sometimes even 400 or 500 matches played. And you can see this player has 379 matches played, but very low win percentages. And by low, I mean like 50% or less. And obviously prior to that Ghostblade player, I think I was at what, 75%. So we're staying above 70% on our win ratio and beating a lot of these players. So it shouldn't be very difficult for me to get to gold. And once we do actually finally get the gold, I'm not sure how much more difficult it'll become for me. Because again, there's still going to be a bunch of not so great players at that rank. And I mean, in my player matches that I've done, I've beaten my fair share of gold rank players. Now, how much of that has to do with the fact that I play Swiftmaster? Who knows? But going back to the topic of like not feeling bad about the characters that I like or play just because they're considered strong, I'm playing Swiftmaster no matter what. This character is so sick to me. There were obviously other characters I like I played a lot of Dragon Knight in the first beta. You guys will know that I played a lot of Ghostblade in the last beta. And there were other characters I wanted to try out. Like Hitman and Kunoichi. But honestly, once I got into the game and started playing Swiftmaster, it was like, this character is really cool. I keep messing up my safe jump. I just need to do this, the wind orb setup, to be honest. Whoops. Jesus Christ. I've never seen anyone DP this much, even in this game. Get me out of here. Loser. What was I saying though? When I saw Swiftmaster's trailer, I thought this character looked really, really cool. And then he was the first character I tried out in the game. So I was like, okay, I wanted to try out more characters than just, play more Dragon Knight and Ghostblade. And I was like, this is the first one I want to try. And once I started playing him, I was like, okay, he's super sick. So I actually, learned the game with him. And then there was just no looking back. It's like, this character's fun. He's really cool. He's really good. So why would I not play him, To me, there was just no reason to not play this character. Oh god, that good. Damn it. I'm forgetting some of my conversions that I learned at one point. I'm trash at this game. Why did they DP from full screen like that? No way. I refuse to lose even a single game to this clown. I have eaten way too many DPs, and like I get it. It's funny too because like I'm talking shit and like I'm taking note of it. I feel like I DP a lot, but this person does it 2, 3, 4 times as much as I do. It's like every couple seconds they're throwing out a DP, including from full screen where it makes 0 sense to do. Trash. Sorry if y'all heard that. That was my dryer. Your boy was definitely doing some laundry before I sat down to record this video. God. What am I doing? What am I doing? My thumbs. My hands aren't handsing. There we go. And we take the second game as well. Yeah, I was like, let me actually focus a little less talky, a little more play. Is that our promo or no? Okay, if we win our next game, then we actually get up to silver 4. So I think we got time to squeeze in another one. But yeah, man, I do again want to apologize for being away for so long. I know I've missed a lot of days this month, and you know I'm really proud of myself and glad and happy that mentally I'm in a place now where I don't beat myself up if I'm not productive. You know, I feel like it's too common among creators, YouTubers, streamers, the like, and you know, artists or whoever it is, and anything you're doing creatively. Not even necessarily just creatively. This could just be in the common workplace as well. But oftentimes we correlate our mental health to our productivity, and it feels like, you know, if you if I don't upload today, if I don't stream today, then like I'm a piece of shit, or I didn't do enough, I didn't contribute, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasted the day or something like that. It's very easy to fall into. And I think it's important to be able to separate that and be like, okay, I'm allowed to have a day where I take a mental break, or it's okay if I didn't do this today. There's always tomorrow, you know? And but it's also easy to then get complacent and then fall into a slump where you're just like, wow, you're just not doing anything at all. And that's obviously something you want to avoid. You want to be able to still hold yourself accountable and still try to be productive, but within, you know, a certain what's like within a certain like limitation. Like you don't have to force it, you don't have to overwork yourself. And I was definitely somebody who was overworking myself, and I'm glad now that I'm able to take these days where it's like, okay, I didn't stream today, I didn't upload, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world. The sky's not gonna fall because I didn't upload a YouTube video today. But I don't want to get to the point where I'm just taking weeks off at a time on a super regular basis. And I just talked about this person doing a hella DPs, and the first time I get knocked down, I do a DP. This is the same player, right? They're using the same color. Also, that's sideswipe. It looked like a safe jump. Nice dodge. That. Shit. I didn't punish that? Oh no, brother. Oh, I broke their guard and I didn't actually do anything with it. I wasn't even paying attention to the guard bar. I forget about that mechanic sometimes because I very rarely end up in a scenario. This player doesn't know about guard cancel. I just realized that. Which is a mechanic that I hadn't been using a lot for myself lately until recently. I'm not gonna get caught. Shit. Hold on. Sick. We get the perfect. Them 7 golden letters looking kind of clean. I guess technically it's 9 golden letters in this game because it says perfect KO. And we get the promotion to silver 4. 74% win percentage right now. Yeah, I lost my train of thought there for a second because I went quiet for so long. Yeah, basically, I'm glad that I am now at peace with myself mentally. It's where it's like, okay, if I miss a day or two of uploading, it's not the end of the world, but I also don't want to get into the habit of doing it too often, right? That being said, I still have been streaming a decent amount lately, even when I wasn't uploading. So if you don't already, you should definitely hit the description down below and follow at twitch.tv/LotusAsakura. You guys can keep up to date with me and follow all the action going on over there. That being said, another thing that I talked about in some of those recent videos, or well, in those failed recordings, was the fact that there was a really cool DBFZ event that happened called Final Battle Fighters, which was hosted by Cloud805 and Wreck & Co. Which, if you are a follower and viewer of the stream, then you probably know who Vankill is. And him and his boys, they put on this event. Shit. Hold on. There we go. I had to clutch up real quick. Anyway, that being said, I talked a lot about Final Battle Fighters, which, if you know about Vankill, which you should if you're a regular viewer of the stream, then you would know that he put on this event in collaboration with Cloud805, and basically it was Sum of the Power 2. So if you've been following DBFZ since season 1, and you know about Sum of the Power, it was that really sick event that Hook actually ended up winning and he beat Sonic Fox and Goichi both in that same event. Kazunoka was there, Moke, Leffen, Ranold, Lord Knight. And this was back in season 1 when all those players were basically like at their peaks and like when the game was the most competitive and had the most amount of players and everything like that. When DBZ was pretty much running shit back in 2018. Right? Jesus Christ, the DP's out of this guy. And if you don't know what Summit is, basically it's an invitational of like a bunch of like really strong players all together in a house just doing a bunch of different like things, like a round robin style tournament and a top 8. Jesus Christ, hold on, I don't want to lose to this dude. Give me a second. Drop my combo anyway. Yeah, where they had a bunch of different little events going on. They had like a tournament where they played on the original launch version of the game, so like version 1.0, and they had a tournament, like a single elim tournament that was really sick. There was obviously a big top 8 of the 4 best players from the West Coast and the 4 best players from the East Coast, who all qualified through a weekly series of events or tournaments that was hosted on Cloud's channel. And it was just a really dope event, and I can't give enough praise to Wrecking Co and Van for putting that together, and everybody that showed up and had a great time, and it looked like everybody indeed had a great time. I won't spoil who won if you haven't seen it already, but I will say that top 8 was really sick, and it was an event that I thoroughly enjoyed, and we had a great time watching it on stream. Links to the proper channels and everything will be in the description down below, so make sure you follow Cloud, you follow Van, you follow Wrecking Co. You can catch the VOD. I believe they're even going to be throwing that stuff up on YouTube, so if you missed it, if it's on YouTube already, I'll have a link to the playlist or whatever, and if not, then I'll have the link to the YouTube channel if that stuff's ready to go. I don't know if it is yet. Yeah, man, it was a really sick event, and if you follow Smash at all, if you play Smash, you probably already know what Summit is. So basically, it was that for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Like I said, we had one back in 2018. You know, the community was really hoping that there'd be a second one. There never was, but basically, this event was just like that. And it was cool, man. It was a lot of fun, and I can't understate or overstate. Yeah, that'd be the right word in the context. I can't overstate what Van and his boys were able to do for the community and put on a really dope event like that. And it ended up, you know, raising over $5,000 for the prize pool too. So, hey, and the players got a decent little chunk of change in their pockets too. So it was really cool. It was really cool. But yeah, man, I'm glad to be back in the saddle. Your boy's been settling in very nicely to his new home. The office is shaping up very nicely. You also notice that I've got an extra light over there. So now I've got a blue light over here and a pink light over there, and I think it looked pretty clean. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you. But hopefully your boy can get back to the grind with YouTube as well. I'm settling into the new space. I'm really motivated to work. Like I said, I haven't been not uploading for lack of motivation or wanting to. It's just technical issues. But that should and hopefully is the last problem that I'll have to encounter. Which, by the way, if you made it to this far into the video, hit the like button if you haven't already. You know it's free. But also, if anybody by chance has any recommendations or solutions to OBS giving me that encoding overload error, feel free to drop them down below. I tried changing my output source resolution. That didn't work. I tried changing like my frame rate. That didn't work. Even though those are 2 things I shouldn't have to do anyway because of how powerful my computer is. I also tried, what else did I try? There's like so many different videos I watched where there's these different methods and none of them worked for me. And now off the top of my head, they're all escaping me. I tried running it in admin mode. I tried obviously restarting my computer. I tried giving OBS higher priority, like in my, you know, you go to your task manager and set it's like normal, above, normal, high, things like that. I tried giving it like high priority. That didn't work either. So basically like all the pretty much go-to first things that will probably come to your mind, I attempted to do. But even if it's something I already tried, feel free to leave it in the comments down below if you think it's something I may or may not have tried. If I didn't mention it just now, feel free to drop it in the comments and I'll give it a shot anyway. And hopefully it works. I don't have to use this program anymore because, yeah, fuck those guys. But you got to do what you got to do in times like this. That being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you can stay tuned for all this content that I'm bringing you. With all that being said, let's finish off today. And remember, let the capital swing the bad. Later.